little thing in between. We break down tales of tech and lore, from retro games to future core. You'll hear the beat of passion's drum as every episode goes numb. Oh, it's a Nerdvolution ride, where trivia and laughs collide. Plug in your ears and take a trip with pop culture on a nerdy ship. Tales of tech and lore, from retro games to future core. You'll hear the beat of passion's drum as every episode goes numb. Oh, it's a Nerdvolution ride, where trivia and laughs collide. Plug in your ears and take a trip with pop culture on a nerdy ship. From sci-fi flicks to fantasy, we dive into each mystery. Dungeons crawl and dragons roar. In every episode there's more. So join us on this epic quest through fandoms that you love the best. We're here to bring the geeks unite in nerdy glory day and night. Oh, it's a Nerdvolution ride, where trivia and laughs collide. Plug in your ears and take a trip with pop culture on a nerdy ship.
Hi guys, welcome to the Nerdvolution podcast. I am your host, Todd Lancaster, with my co-host Drew Kirksky. And
What's up?
happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
So today's episode is going to be a little bit different than usual. Okay, some people hate it, some people love it. Me and Drew are huge fans of it. We're covering Scream today.
Yes, that wonderful slasher franchise.
Exactly. So we're going to go not scene by scene or movie by movie. We're going to compare the movies to the TV show, and we're going to see which one holds up. Like, we're going to compare and contrast. So if those who do not know, MTV originally created I believe back in like 2013. I believe. Do not quote me, because it's all on Netflix. All 3 seasons of the show, good show, in my opinion, is on Netflix. If you have not seen it, go watch it, come back, leave a comment, let us know what you think. You know, if there's something that we missed and you wanted us to cover, let us know. We're more than happy to, go back through the comments and recover. But again, so like I said, I believe it was 2013, MTV made the first 2 seasons, and then VH1 came out with season 3. So let's get started. So season 1, actually, of the show, like something they have in similar. They have the typical friend group. They have the killer. And so, interesting concept. Great concept. The only contrast is, different towns. One's supposed to be real life, which is the movies. The other one is, technically to them it's real life. But to us, for the movies, it's real world. To them, it's their real world. So that's like, okay, fine, whatever. Then you have the mysterious bad boy boyfriend who shows up. And then you also have the secret sibling. They have that and similar. So like I said, season 1, in my opinion, is more comparable to the first 3 movies.
I would
season
agree.
1 and season 2. Wouldn't you agree, Drew?
Yes, 100%.
So what was your take on it?
Well, the comparisons to the movies were pretty sporadic, but there were some very good similarities that I caught on fairly quickly.
You want to give us a few examples?
Well, for one thing, was season one compared to the 96 movie was really nice. I don't know, what was your thing about it?
Honestly, I just found it interesting. Like the very first scene, you have either the ex-girlfriend or the slutty friend in the show
Oh,
scenario.
Todd, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have a special guest with us today.
Oh,
We have a
who's the
special
special
guest.
guest?
Come on, Willow. Oh, look at that little face. Can you see her?
Yes, we can see her on occasion.
Come here. Come here. Look at that face.
Everybody,
Hi, puppy.
welcome Essential Podcast Dog Willow. She will join in on every other podcast on occasion.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Todd.
Nope, you're good. But like I said, the scene started out with the killer doing the killing, and the person was
Oh,
home alone. In the first movie, I believe it was Drew Barrymore's character Casey.
that would be correct.
I just wanted to make sure I was saying her name correctly because I wasn't 100% sure if it was Casey or Cassie. That's why I was like, I was 100% sure it was Casey. And then in the show, I do not remember the character's name, but the actress was Bella Thorne from Disney Channel.
Yes.
So, again, then you have it where, like they use the similar knife to to Billy.
Correct. 100%.
You also have along the lines of, hey, everybody is matched up with somebody. You have Keenan, the mysterious boyfriend who looks and matches up with Billy. For those who do not know, I will show you guys in a moment. Oh, let me correct that. His name is Kieran. But can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can now. Yeah.
All right. So this is Kieran of the show. So, like I said, you have the show screen. The only issue I had with it was honestly this right here, the mask.
I did not like the mask in the TV show whatsoever.
So season
1.5.
one, their mask is
1.5.
like, yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be a little more horrifying. But in my opinion, the mask did not work.
It did not. No.
It was a surgical mask that, but don't get me wrong. I can't really hate on the mask because it did the job pretty well.
It did.
But when you have a show called Scream and it makes you think it's going to be either connected to the movies or it just has some connection to the movies. Honestly, I feel like they should have done the original mask. And then in season one, towards the ending, you find out a female. She is, she says she's the mastermind when she's not. That would be Kieran. Her name's Piper. You meet her midway through. She's a podcaster, but you also have radio host who is played by I forgot her, Bex Taylor from Arrow, who played Sin.
Yes.
Her and her
miss
best
Sin.
friend. I forgot her best friend's character's name in the show. They have it where it is. They are the Randys of the group. They are the Randys of the group. So
Yeah.
So, but again, you have Piper, who she it turns out she is the Roman Bridge of the group. She doesn't have any connection to the group as far as anybody's concerned. Turns out she's the main female sister.
Yes. That one threw me for a loop, I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly, especially after the old lady said when Miss Mrs. Brandon James's mom basically popped off and goes when she shows her a photo of Piper, she's like, "Oh, that's not her, but that's him. He looks just like my son. He said that his dad was around." It made you think of Kieran. That Kieran was the killer.
Yes.
It made you think Kieran was her sibling. Turns out it's not Kieran after all, but again, she is the Stu and Roman Bridger of the group. She thinks she has all the control and has all the power. Secret sibling. There's the similarity right there. The pros about it. Good solid first season, good solid second season. Season 2 and season 1 connected really great. I just wish season 3 would have done the same.
I was so pissed off about that.
So was I. So for
Oh,
those who, like I said, for those
No,
who,
we'll get to that point. We'll get to that.
fair enough. But like, Drew, do you have anything else you want to say about season 1 or season 2, real quick?
No. I will always. I'll be a little bit biased though. I do prefer the movies over the TV show.
So
I
do
do.
I. But what do you think should have happened? Like, do you think they should have at least made references to the movies, or made at least made it seem like they're in the same universe and
Yes, I wish
like
honestly there
sister
would be
towns?
some. I wish they would have made some of these cameos or dropped some names. Yes, honestly.
Made it where either they're in the same universe and basically been like, oh yeah, Sidney Prescott of Woodsboro, like 4 towns over, is going to college, and where did Sidney go to college? I forgot.
Just drawing a blank. They said it in the second movie.
Yes, they did. We are terrible podcasters.
Well,
Just kidding, guys. We're
that's
pretty
probably
good
why our viewer
podcasters. We're
count's
just
so
drawing a
down.
bit because we haven't seen all the movies yet, in a while.
Go in and bring our podcast up a little bit. Maybe we'll start performing better.
Exactly. Leave likes. But actually, before we continue on, Drew, I would like to make an announcement. We actually have a sponsor.
Yes, we do. I'm glad you brought that up.
Thank you. So, for those who are not from Casper, Wyoming, we have a comic book shop here in Casper. It's called Spellbound. They do a lot of things with crystals and Wiccan stuff, comics and nerddom. Even though they are not able to pay us, which I hold that very dear because they are good friends of mine. I love them. I love their comics. I love their shop. Go up into the Eastridge Mall if you ever come to Casper, Wyoming, and look for Spellbound. It is right across from our Hot Topic, which, if you like Hot Topic, there you go. But again, Spellbound is our very own comic book shop in Casper that is willing to sponsor us just so I can get them more customers and they can help us get more viewers. But again, I would love to make a shout out to them because they've done so much work and they've put on a lot of effort, and these are family friendly people. Like I've literally went into them and talked with them a few times. They have met quite a bit of celebrities from our pop culture con that we had this last summer, which hopefully this coming up summer Drew will come again. Our sponsor they're really well, and I feel like they can't give us like 50% off on comics or stuff yet, but hopefully eventually one day they will. But just tell them that the Nerdvolution podcast has sent you guys there, and they will feel much appreciated. So again, that is our sponsor. But other than that, let's get back into the topic. So Like, I honestly feel like season 1 and season 2 should have made it like Scream was connected to in the same universe.
Yes.
I feel like they should have had at least some similar. They had quite a bit of similarities in season 1 and season 2, but again, I wish it would have been similar. But you know, it was similar to quite a bit for season 1. Hey guys, so sorry for the long wait, but like I said, season 3, in my opinion, could have been better. Good news, they had Tony Todd in it. Tony Todd's a good actor. Voices Zoom and Flash, Candyman. Played in Smallville for a guy that had tremors because of kryptonite. But good actor, great guy, sweetest man that you'll ever meet. But at the same time, they made it more of a Candyman sequel, basically, because his character has a hook for a hand, kills a kid with the hook, apparently. And the only good thing about that, besides Tony Todd, was it had original Ghostface mask. The only reason I did not like it, no connection to the first 2 seasons. Now I understand there was contract disputes between Netflix and Weinstein Studios, or whatever studio it was. I believe it was Weinstein. But again, I just think, in my honest opinion, they should have done a little bit better by connecting it, but they didn't, because at the end of season 2, they made a reference to the original killer, basically making it seem like he came back from the dead, and turns out he didn't. Like he did, or he didn't. I don't know, because season 3 just basically went off the rails. So there's a lot to go off of it, but again, I think the show is a pretty decent show. I'm sorry Drew cannot come back to join us. He has a family Halloween party. I'm gonna say Christmas party, but a family Halloween party. So there's that. But again, I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Please follow us on our TikTok, which is Nerdvolution Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Nerdvolution Podcast. Follow us and subscribe on here at Nerdvolution Podcast on YouTube. We are trying to get to 100 subscribers, because as soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we are going to be doing a huge shout out to everybody that's subscribed. We're going to thank you all. We're going to do questions, Q&As. We're hopefully, if we get to 1,000, if you guys push for it, and I literally mean push for it, who knows? We might try to do something like a giveaway at 1,000, but it's all thanks to you. The reason we do this is because part of the reason is because of you, which, but we're also nerds. We like to nerd out. But again, please follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you have any questions, please message us. If you have a topic, leave it down in the comments. That leave like, comment, subscribe, and push that notification bell. But again, you want us to recommend something like, hey, you want us to talk about Power Rangers. You guys want us to do gaming videos, which sometime in next month, we will actually be having a guest named T-Souls Games. He will be on the podcast. But again, just remember, everybody, always nerd out, always be loyal, and always be faithful. All right. See you in the next video.
The light goes dark, the episode's done, but the nerdy vibes have just begun. We dissected plots and characters too, from Marvel to DC and all we love true. Nerdvolution signing off the air. Thanks for joining, we'll be back. Fandoms unite, we take our stand. Debates and laughs and geeky delight. Tune in next time, day or night. to Star Trek, we explore the realms of fantasy and sci-fi galore. Gaming, comics, and anime too. Our passions ignite, our hearts renew. Nervolution signing off the air. Thanks for joining, we'll be back. Fandoms unite, we take our stand. Debates and laughs and geeky delight. Tune in next time, day or night. We geeked out, debated with flair, embracing diversity hand in hand. From classic tales to new releases too, our love for nerdom shines right through. From cosplay to conventions we thrive, community strong, our spirit survives. We share